right now. 6 people shot and killed in a mass shooting in South Carolina, including the gunman who apparently took his own life. A 6th person, another person, a 7th person, seriously wounded. Now a man who says he's the father of the gunman has identified the shooter as former NFL defensive back Phillip Adams. The father saying that his son shot those people, killing them before taking his own life. Investigators tell us that the victims include a prominent doctor in Rock Hill, South Carolina, that doctor's wife, their 2 grandchildren, and another man who was working at the house that doctor had apparently treated the NFL player earlier.
Tell me what you know and what you can say, sir.
Well, I can say that he's a good kid. He was a good kid, and I think the football messed him up. I don't think he ever did anybody any harm. So all I can tell you, we pray for the family that, and I used to be my doctor a long time ago, and I know they were good folks down there. I don't know what happened, and we're gonna keep them in our prayers.
Amen.
And y'all keep us in your prayers too.
Absolutely. Was he here? Is this where he?
Well, he just moved from Fort Mill.
No, I mean, was this where the police came last night?
Yeah.
And I heard that they got you guys out of the house.
They did.
And just, I know it's terrible what happened, but just like you said, you raised your son, and he was a good man. Just could you ever imagine? Was he in a lot of pain, do you think?
Well, he didn't talk much, and he didn't bother nobody. That's enough, okay? Okay.
Overnight, a former 49er and Raider is accused of a deadly mass shooting in South Carolina.
Killed the whole family, and then police say killed himself. 5 people in this family, a doctor, his wife, and their 2 grandkids were found dead in the house, and then there was another person, a groundskeeper, found dead outside of the house.
Now, according to the Associated Press, the shooter's been identified as Phillip Adams. We know he played with both the Niners and the Raiders in the early 2010s, apparently killing himself as well this morning. His body, according to police, found in a house nearby in this mass shooting. That house presumably belonging to his parents, because we know his parents lived near the doctor.
And the doctor, turns out, if you look back, had treated him.
Yeah.
So it appears that there was that connection. Police believe that he was the shooter of the doctor, the wife, the grandchildren. The kids were 9 and 5 years old.
Now, 5th victim, as Daria mentioned, was found outside of the home, and a 6th person was also found with gunshot wounds. That person is hospitalized right now with serious injuries. Again, Adams played with the Niners first. He was drafted by them back in 2010, and then he played with the Oakland Raiders in 2012 and 2013.
8 minutes after that, those 2 911 calls, it's a large area, and we began to assist the victims that we encountered. The first 2 victims, obviously, that we encountered were the 2 air conditioning techs who were outside the home in the driveway at their work vans. Then we immediately began to assemble a team to clear the house of Dr. Robert Lesslie. Once we cleared the home, we found Dr. Robert Lesslie and his wife Barbara and their 2 grandchildren in a room in the back of the house, all deceased with gunshot wounds. One living victim, one of the air conditioning techs, was transported from the scene to EMS, who could not make it to the area, by in a vehicle that was on the property, a truck. Shortly after arriving on scene, we requested our unmanned aerial system, or